Hello, I am Gitika. The question is, in a city called Hana, the natives only ask questions, they never make statements. They ask only such questions which can be answered in either yes or no. There are only two types of natives living in that city. The alpha types, who ask only those questions whose correct statement is yes, and the beta types ask questions whose correct answer is no. A native of Hana asks you, am I of type beta? What type is he? Solution. If a native of type alpha were to ask this question, the correct answer is no. But then, a native of type alpha cannot ask such a question whose correct answer is no. If the type beta were to ask this question, the correct answer is yes. But a native of type beta cannot ask a question whose correct answer is yes. Therefore, alpha cannot ask question whose correct answer is no, and beta cannot ask answer whose correct answer is yes. Thus, neither alpha nor beta can ask this question, and therefore such a question cannot be asked, and answer is option number 4. Thank you. Hello, I am Gitika. The question is, another native asks you, am I of type alpha? What type is he? If the native of type alpha, if native is type alpha, then he will say yes. And if he is of beta, then he will answer no. Both cases are equally acceptable. Hence, he could be either alpha or beta. Hence, answer is option 3. Thank you. Hello, I am Gitika. The question is, Mr. John asked his wife, are we of different types? What type is Mr. John? Solution. Let Mr. John be of type alpha. Then the correct answer is yes. And if he is of type alpha, then his wife is of type beta. And let Mr. John be now of type beta. And if he is of type beta, then the correct answer is no, and his wife is of type beta. Hence, Mr. John could be either of alpha or beta, and Mrs. John is definitely of type beta. Hence, answer is option 3. Thank you. Hello, I am Gitika. The question is, in the previous question, what type is Mrs. John? Solution. We have explained earlier that if Mr. John is of type alpha, then answer is yes, and therefore they are of different types, and Mrs. John is of type beta. And if Mr. John is of type beta, then the correct answer is no, and again Mrs. John will be of type beta. Hence, in any case, Mrs. John will be of type beta. Hence, our answer is option 2. Thank you. Hello, I am Gitika. The question is, Mr. Y asked someone, are Mrs. Y and I of the same type beta? What type is Mrs. Y? Solution. Suppose Mr. Y is of type alpha. Then the correct answer to this question is yes, and both Mr. and Mrs. Y are of type beta. Hence, we have a contradiction. Suppose Mr. Y is of type beta, then the correct answer to this question is no, and therefore Mr. Y is of type beta and Mrs. Y is of type alpha. Hence, Mrs. Y is of type alpha. Our answer is option 1. Thank you.